Good morning. We will start in about 1 minute. So, hello everybody. I'm Enrique Palomeque from Robot, and I'm very happy to welcome you to this webinar session organized by Robotnik Automation in cooperation with us at OnRobot. Today, we will talk about mobile manipulators and the tools that we have available if we want to build up a collaborative solution with it. To cover these topics, we will have today the knowledge and expertise of Marta Millet and Nestor Bolinches from Robotnik. And we will also see a live demo from my colleague Uriol Vázquez, who is one of our applications engineers at OnRobot. As always, we like to receive questions, so please feel free to send them in the chat at any time during the webinar, and we will go through them at the end of the presentation. Now I will pass the word to Nestor, who is going to show us the beautiful technology made by Robotnik when it comes to mobile manipulators. So please, Nestor.
Good day. Thank you, Enrique, for the introduction, and thank you all for attending this fantastic webinar. Hope you enjoy it. Since 2002, Robotnik has been a benchmark in mobile service robotics, thanks to its wide experience in designing and manufacturing mobile robots and mobile manipulators. For practical purposes, we call mobile manipulator the result of integrating a robotic arm onto a mobile base, like our RB Kairos, which is introduced to you in this webinar, together with all the range of solutions provided by OnRobot, the one-stop shop leader for collaborative applications. Indeed, it is impossible to reach everything, and moreover in robotics, which is a cutting-edge industry, and therefore collaborations with leading companies in the sector are essential. Teaming up with OnRobot allows us to develop all kinds of custom prototypes depending on the needs of the project in fields as varied as logistics, metrology, quality control, store shelf refilling, and many others. Robotnik not only designs and manufactures the robots as final products, it also provides professional services robotics for any kind of applications. That's because we've been taking part in R&D projects since our foundation, and we are used to developing solutions such as manipulating robots, solar field maintenance robots, autonomous bogies for autonomous car development projects, stock control robots for shops, in retail shops, for example, and many other applications. As for precision and reliability, this is achieved with good sensors, of course. It is very easy to configure the robot by means of our online configurator, and there you can select for each robot the different types of end effectors, GPS, cameras, LiDARs, and even the arm that fits the most. All our robots work upon ROS with open software and hardware. They are collaborative and provide enough autonomy to complete a whole working shift. That's to say, 8 to 10 hours. We can also provide automatic docking station for autonomous recharge if you need to work non-stop. My colleague Marta will explain in depth several of the advantages of our mobile manipulators, but I wanted to put a spot on the fleet management system. There are many manufacturers of AGVs that make the robot, but don't provide all the software packages. And then they entrust all the navigation aspects to an external navigation system with non-open source software. Well, this has little advantages and many drawbacks. We don't do that. What is clear is that Robotnik has an in-house fleet management system, and we offer the robot with the complete package, and we provide support at all times. In the other way, as there are several suppliers, what happens at the end is that they pass the problem responsibility one to the other, and in the end, the customer doesn't get a solution. And this is not what you want, I guess. Our robots navigate with SLAM navigation. SLAM stands for Simultaneous Localization and Mapping. This makes the whole system much more dynamic because it's not required to add or build anything on site, such as magnetic tape or punctual magnets to be embedded in the floor. The robot will build up a real layout of the environment and will locate itself at any moment as it navigates. We have a wide range of advanced intelligent functions that make our robots suitable for applications such as hospital fight against COVID, industrial logistics, last mile delivery, and many others, either indoor or outdoor. To be performant in all those missions, the manipulator must be equipped with the appropriate end effectors and also the appropriate visualization tools. In that field, we rely upon OnRobot, which has the capacity to deliver a full line of innovative plug and produce solutions for collaborative applications.
Thank you, Nestor. So as you say, we at OnRobot, we build tools that are a perfect fit for mobile manipulators. On screen, we have now a selection of the OnRobot product portfolio. These tools can be used both in collaborative applications, but also in traditional robotic applications. Our tools are a perfect fit for a mobile manipulator because they are full electrical or also mechanical, meaning that we do not need a complex setup of cables or a pneumatic installation to be able to work with our tools in a mobile robot. Now I will focus on 3 of these tools, but as you can see in the picture, we can solve many different applications like material handling, palletizing, surface finishing, screw driving, manipulation in the food industry, etc. The first tool that I will explain is the Gecko SP. This is a mechanical device made to solve pick and place manipulations of flat objects. With the Gecko SP, we can handle up to 5 kilos, and it is suitable for objects with clean and smooth surfaces like PCBs, glass, polished metals, solar cells, etc. The benefit of the Gecko SP is that we do not need any cable and we do not need any programming, resulting in a very fast and easy deployment and a quick return of investment. The Gecko leaves no marks on the objects, making it perfect to pack finished products inside of the box prior to be shipped to the customer. The second tool is the VGC10. VGC10 is a vacuum gripper with integrated pump inside of the body. With the integrated pump, we generate the vacuum inside of the tool itself. This means that we do not need any air compressor or pneumatic tubes. When talking about mobile manipulators, the VGC10 is perfect because we can move around the robot and the gripper without having to install any air compressor inside of the mobile manipulator. This is clear that makes a saving in weight for the mobile robot and also in cost and complexity for the whole application. The VGC10 can handle up to 15 kilos, and it is very customizable to adapt the position of the suction cups to the geometry of the object that we will need to pick. Also in the demo today, we will see the vision system called On-Robot Eyes. The On-Robot Eyes is a 2.5D vision system. The 2.5D means that we can detect location of the objects and also their height. The setup of the camera is quite easy. We can mount it either on the robot, like in today's demo that you will see, or we can also mount it fixed in a position outside of the robot. The camera is able to detect colors, different geometries, and we can do also a conveyor tracking with the camera. My colleague Uriol will show us now how do these tools look like and how we can mount them very easy on the robot, thank you to the On-Robot Quick Changer. So please, Uriol, you are so kind to show it to us.
Hi all, this is Uriol Vázquez, Regional Applications Engineer for On-Robot in South Europe. As my colleague Enrique said, I'm going to make a small hands-on during this webinar. Okay, first of all On-Robot tools are connected and plugged through the quick change. Through the quick change, we run just one cable from the quick change to our brain, our compute box, and with this compute box we can control all our tools. In some robots also we can be connected directly to the robot flange. In some other robots we just run the cable to the compute box. As you can see, with the quick change we just it's a quick connect and a quick release, and we can connect any single tool that we have in our portfolio. Also, we have the single configuration and we have a dual configuration. We can plug two tools in a row in a configuration like this. As per today's webinar, as Enrique said, today we will be focused on our Gecko SP. Is this device I have here. This device is just a mechanical device. You don't need any power supply on it. And we have a pad. This pad can be removed and exchanged easily. Also, with the tool itself, we supply another pad. And this pad works in a way like the animal, like the gecko. We have a small pills, and just making a force against the object, we are capable to grab the object. In this case, I have this plastic plate. I just push, and right now the material is already grabbed by the Gecko SP. To release it, just tilt it, and that's all. Different surfaces, we can work with different surfaces and different materials, but mainly must be dry and with no roughness. In this case, for example, I just apply, and you can see I can have it can grab my clock. The other material, the other product that today we want to present to you is our VGC10. This VGC10 is capable to handle up to 15 kilo, is IP54, and the air consumption is up to 12 liters per minute. With this VGC10, we can make several configurations. In this case, in this particular case, I just have 4 caps, but also we supply an adapter plate with which we can make different customized applications. As you can see, there are no fittings, there are no air inlets. That means that the vacuum is generated inside the housing. We don't need any external air supply to work with our VGC10. We just need to plug it to the quick change, then we run the cable and we control with the config box. I'll show you a small way how to work with a small application. And you will see there is no compress. It's just pick and release easily with no issues. Also, we have our, in this webinar, we have our vision system. This is the on-road eyes. With the on-road eyes, this is a 2.5 vision system, 2.5D vision system. That means that we are capable to recognize in 2D, but also we are capable to recognize the different heights of the different objects. And we have a cone, and it's working from the 400 millimeters up to 1000 millimeters. Also, we have several positions for mounting the system, the eye system. In this case, we have this bracket that is screwed to the robot flange, and we have 4 positions for the bracket. Right now is at 0 degrees, but we have 90, 180, 270 positions. Also, the bracket for the camera itself right now is mounted at 90 degrees, but it can be mounted at 45 or at 0 degrees. But also we have the option to remove from this bracket and place it in a fixed position, not in the robot. For controlling the on-road eyes, we have our eye box. With this eye box, we are capable to control the camera itself, and also we are capable to control the tool itself. As you see here, we have our power supply cable, our tool cable. This cable runs up to the quick change. Also, we have our USB cable for the camera, and also we have the web client cable and also the cable directly plugged into the robot controller. Inside this eye box, we are capable to manage the image of the to work with the image of the camera. We are not using resources of the robot controller. Also, all on-robot products, as the same as Robotnik, we can work with several different robots. And we can work with light industrial robots, and we can work with several collaborative robots. And also, as you have seen here in this small application, the camera itself, here I have the part, and the camera is getting the position of the part and just move the robot to the peak position. And as everything is integrated, knows how to work with the VGC10. You just see we are capable to pick, and if I move a little bit, also I'm capable to recognize the position itself. And for me, by now, this is mainly my part. I'll just give to my colleague Enrique again the control.
Thank you, Uriol. We are now going to see a video application coming from Robotnik, and Marta will explain to us what she prepared here. So I run the video.
Okay, thank you, Enrique. So good morning, everyone. I'm Marta from Robotnik, an engineer. I've been working there lately, and I'm going to detail a bit the easy integration of the on-robot products on our mobile platform. So integrating the on-robot products on the mobile base enhances the possibilities, as it can go anywhere. So you can move the whole on-robot gripping system or vision system anywhere, because you basically attach it to the robot that will navigate autonomously and then move to different places. Here, for example, we have a standard warehouse application where the robot was placing it in front of a shelf and picking objects with help of the VGC10 and putting them in the shelves. It's as you can see, it's equipped with some signals, visual signals that will alert if the robot is having some dangerous position or whatever, and also the safety laser that the robot is equipped with will help in order to have a complete collaborative application. So yeah, Enrique, if you could move to the next slide.
Okay, Marta.
Okay, as you can see here, the integration of the on-robot products is quite nice, because they are already prepared to be attached to a UR arm or any other arm. So the hardware integration is straightforward. It's just, as Oriol explained before, you just attach mechanically the different pieces and the wires in case they are needed. The mobile base is equipped with 12 volts, 24 volts, and 48 volts DC. This is the power of the different components that you want to attach, and yeah, making it super easy to power on the different things you want to use. Also, here in this case, we're using 2 on-road products, and we have enough outputs.
Marta,
Yeah.
I think there are some problems with the image. Let me please try to share my screen again.
Okay. Yeah, I see it properly.
I hope, is it okay now? We can continue. Okay, I think now it's okay. If not, please give us a message in the chat and we try to solve it. If not, we will also send the recording of the presentation to your emails. So please, Marta, continue.
Yeah, so yeah, I was saying that the electrical integration, as the hardware integration, is also very straightforward. You just can plug, you can power multiple devices, multiple robot devices from the inside of the base. And yeah, the platform is prepared for that with its battery that can go up to 8 hours. So can you move to the next slide, please, Enrique? Yeah, as you see here, in case we are using some on-robot components that require wires, that are not all of them. Also, the base is prepared with some holes that can be covered up in case they are not used, to pass the wires through a place that is near the robot's attachment. So, like you can see in the image, the robot wires pass through there, and the control box and the powering is all done inside the base, having a really easy integration that it's also quite visual, because yeah, you don't see the control box or the powering, because it's everything integrated in the base. So yeah, as a short summary, when the on-robot products are equipped in the mobile manipulator. You can take them anywhere. You can make use in your whole installation. You don't, yeah, because you move the whole system with you in an efficient and autonomous way, and also a safe way that can lead to very interesting collaborative applications with the workers in your company. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Marta, and also Oriol for the demos and the explanation. So as you have seen, the robot tools fit perfect with the Robotnik mobile manipulators due to the quick changes and also because we reduce the cables and the setup of the tools. The idea is to make it as easy as possible to get a quick return of investment. I see that we have received some questions in the chat, so please let me read them and we will answer them right now. As mentioned, you can leave your questions now if you want, and we will go through them live. So I will go with the first one. It's for Robotnik. It says, do you offer the FMS as a standalone pack? Does it only work with your WMR, or is it a generic package in ROS?
Okay, so I think I can answer to that. For now, it's only for robots. So we have a FMS that make our robots communicate with each other. But you could also externalize it with a standard protocol like REST in order to talk with other robots or other machines without any issue.
Okay, thank you, Marta. We have a question for Oriol. It says, what is the accuracy in depth of the on-robot eyes?
The typical accuracy of the on-robot eyes is 2 millimeters.
Okay. Regarding the camera, there is another related question also in the chat. It says, is there any information about which robots are compatible to work with the vision system?
Right now, you can find in our webpage the compatible robots, but mainly universal robots, Yaskawa, Fanuc, ABB, Kuka, Kawasaki, Hangba, Omron, Tegman. Those are the main robots.
Okay, so regarding the mobile manipulators, we have a question asking what type of company or sectors are most suitable for introducing mobile manipulators.
Yeah, let me take this one. Well, any activity that involves tedious, repetitive, dangerous tasks that can generate injuries or that require great precision during many continuous repetitions, those are the kind of activities. So any company that in the day by day has this kind of tasks will highly appreciate to count on a mobile manipulator. And I would just add that a mobile manipulator can increase productivity KPIs by nearly 20%. This is how we have quoted.
Thank you, Nestor. Related to this, we have a question asking which conditions need a company need to meet to install mobile handling?
Yeah, well, if it is in a collaborative environment with people transiting regularly and interacting with the robot, it will be necessary to study the routes on a case-by-case basis, okay, the paths, and how to perform the picking and drop-offs. This is important because with people in the middle, we don't want an accident to happen. So in a standard warehouse, there is no problem, and the manipulator is provided, as Marta said, with a safety pack that with its own CPU on board, and it is perfectly safe and matches all the safety standards. Then also it may be necessary to reserve exclusive pathways for the robots, depending on how the warehouse is organized.
Thank you, Nestor. Regarding the Gecko SP, someone asked how many cycles can be done with the Gecko?
The average number of cycles of the Gecko is 200,000 cycles. But anyhow, with the package, with the content, we deliver also an spare part.
Okay. About mobile manipulators, we have a question saying, what type of grippers can we fit on the Robotnik arm? Are you limited to a certain supplier?
Yeah, I can answer that. So the arm is not manufactured by us. We manufacture the mobile base, and we can attach some of the most sold arms in the market, like the Cook arm, the EVAS, the Kinova. So many different arms can be attached to the manipulator, and also on Robot, its products are compatible with most arm manufacturers. So I would say the arm part of the application it's quite customizable.
We have one here for Uriol. It says, can one add a safety lock on any of the grippers? We have a collaborative application and need to make sure that the object is not dropped even when extra force is applied. For example, by a human operator leaning on the object for a few seconds.
Our products are not prepared for any extra safety lock, and our products works in a way that you need to really apply a lot of force. For example, to open a gripper, you need to apply a lot of force for opening. For instance, if you need to apply, for example, more than 40-50 newtons to open a gripper, but are not developed for any extra safety lock.
Okay, well, we do not do modifications to the standard grippers. I will add that, but all our grippers give us feedback in case of the object is dropped. So if someone is hitting the object and we lose the object, we will have the feedback to know that something happened with the gripper. So we can take the corrective action in that case. Question for Robotnik, what is typical price tag for a robot line, the one shown with omnidirectional wheels? It is a commercial question, Nestor. We will also have the email of the person asking if you want to answer by email, but it's up to you.
Sure, yeah. I will provide all the information and pricing and everything. I prefer not to do it here.
Okay, so you can answer that when we finish the session. One question says, what is the best way to approach industries to go for this robotic application?
Well, I think this is the approach for implementing such a project. I mean, well, the project must be the subject of a specific study. We need to go case by case. We need to evaluate the different chapters to be budgeted. Would be the robot themselves, then the commissioning, if there is some request of charging station or not, shelving adaptation. Sometimes we need to adapt the trolleys, for example, or if there is a need for a fleet management system, because a fleet management system would only be required where there are shared resources, such as same corridor, or if the robot needs to interact with the lifts or automatic doors, these kind of things. Then also we need to take into account the engineering costs, installation cost, and commissioning cost. This would be the approach from the as a project.
Thank you, Nestor. Is this a solution and integration certified as a whole to be able to deploy or not yet? So I guess you asked about the mobile platform with the UR arm and the on-robot tool. Is this solution certified as a whole or not yet, Nestor?
Yes. I think Marta can take this one.
If I understand correctly, the question is certified as a safe, right? In safety terms.
What I understand, if it's a standard product coming from Robotnik.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
It's a standard product. The arm with the base, and the gripper is something you can customize yourself, because depending on the application, you would need one gripper or the other. So that's like the final part to be chosen. The gripper tool, depending on what you want to grasp or manipulate or control. So yeah, the arm and the base, yes.
Yes, the gripper will depend, as you say, on what you will have to manipulate, and also it will depend if there will be a direct contact of the operator with the robot at any time. So we have to consider possible safety risk. So the gripper is totally customizable in that sense. We have another question that says, is it possible to have a setting where robot can change its grippers in runtime, or intervention by a human is a must?
I think as the on-robot grippers are developed, mostly you could change them. You could have a tool exchanger to change the gripper attached to the arm, as it is done nowadays in some industrial applications. So regarding the arm and the base, would be no problem in that. So yeah, if you have the electrical installation prepared for both, you could use a tool exchanger, as in industrial applications, to change the tool in the arm.
Yes, with the mobile robot and the arm, you can do an automatic tool change. Today, with the on-robot tools, the quick changer is manual, so you need the operator to click the quick changer and change it. That's the typical solution that we normally provide. Okay, regarding the vacuum gripper, Uriol, do we have any feedback about if the object has been gripped or not?
Yeah, we have the feedback at all times of the both vacuum channels, and we are capable to control the vacuum level, and we are capable also to know if we have any leakage or the part has been loose.
Okay, so we have the feedback. And this is a question related to the ones Nestor answered before, but it says, how is the implementation of a project based on a mobile manipulation?
Yeah, well, there are several phases. First of all, as I said before, the project must be the subject of a specific study. So we need to calculate the number of units required based on the performance indicators and distances from point of origin to point of destination. Then we must also take into account the handling times at each waypoint or any of the actions that the mission will consist on. And then depending the need or not to implement an FMS will be studied also, depending on the environment, if there are shared resources or not, if there are several robots sharing the pathway, these kind of things. And I just wanted to punctualize also regarding the safety. We have for RB Kairos as a standard portfolio product, we have a risk assessment which matches the safety standards from Germany. So it is also marked with the CE label.
Okay, good to mention, because now we have a question that says, how do you secure the accuracy of the mobile platform, and how accurate is it?
Okay, I think I can answer to that. So the accuracy of doing a an approach to a shell, for example. It's about half a centimeter, but you can correct it with vision systems in order to have a super precision of the arm. And but we also have we are developing new technologies, vision technologies that have an accuracy of half a millimeter of the navigation. So yeah, depending on your application, we can use one or the other. That's one of the keys of our products, that are super modular, and we can use some external components that achieve the precision you need. So yeah, as a standard, we would have a centimeter, but we can enhance the system in order to have half a millimeter.
Okay. One question says, are all grippers simulation ready? Can we find the model description to be used in Gazebo and Airbus?
In our webpage, you can download all the step files for all our products. And you can use it in your simulation program.
Okay. For the price questions, we will answer by email. And yes, we will send the seminar, we will send the recording to your emails of the session. Let me see if we have any more questions. I think we don't have more questions. If you want, you can write them now. If not, we will leave it here. On the screen, you have our contact data, email and telephone numbers, where you can reach us for anything you need. And as I said, you will receive a copy of the webinar in your email in about 24 hours. If any of you do not receive it, please contact us and we will gladly send it to you. Also check your spam folder, because sometimes it's sent to the spam. So from Robot side and on behalf of Robotnik, I want to thank you all for joining us today. Wish you a lovely day. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So we keep in touch. Thank you. Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.